All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for some 10U football. Here we go. The South Lake Soldiers taking on the Space Coast Panthers. Oh, yeah. I thank you for asking because I just wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about just trying to getting this ready. Thank you very much for that. All right, here we go. The South Lake Soldiers. I like their uniforms already. I can tell what their numbers are easily. All right. That's not saying I don't like the Panthers jerseys. I like the Panthers jerseys. It's just hard for me to read them with those reflective gold numbers. But here we go. All right, let me get the come on. All right, folks, give me a second to get my bearings. All right, so the Panthers. Snap. And they got all sorts of running room. And he will be brought down as the running back has a nice game, but there's a flag on the play. So that'll bring that one back. All right, here we go. So it was a holding penalty called on the Panthers. .9:42 left to go here in quarter number one. Panthers here on the opening drive. Now face 1st and 15. Handoff up the middle. And there he goes again. He said, it's okay, I'll just go up the opposite gap. And I'll have the same result, getting too close to the 50-yard line. Bring up second down and about 6. Come out in the gun. Gives it off to the running back again. And once again, he just offensive line opening up holes. And guess what? He's zooming right through them. Down the sideline, pushed out of bounds. That's number 1, the running back. That's Antonio Roberts with the big gain. Antonio Roberts said, give me that. I got somewhere to be. Bye-bye now. I'd like to thank the Zone 6 Reapers, Natwick Insurance, Ubrzati. As you see, no score here on the Ubrzati Brevard Sports Network scoreboard. Again, with a day as beautiful as this one, I don't mind being out here all day. These kids have been playing hard all season. They're in the conference championship. Time to give them the platform they deserve. Coming up on 8 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Come up in the wishbone, quarterback under center. Quarterback hands off to the back end. Slips out of some tackles, still trying to spin his way, still keeping them legs churning. Pick up a couple of yards there. Bring up second down. And fumbled snap. And the Panthers lucky to jump back on it. They lose a yard on the play. It's going to bring up third down now. Third and about 6 or 7. Come back to that wishbone. Give it to the third back through the hole. Makes a man miss. Slips another tackle. That's number 3. That's going to be Joshawn Harley. And Harley with a nice run, but those pesky holding penalties come nip you in the butt every time. And that'll back up the offense, and so instead of fourth down and short, you got to face third down and about 15-16 now for the Panthers. Third and 16. Quarterback makes a man miss. Quarterback's got some wide open space. Following behind some blockers. Fighting forward, and he'll be close to a first down. He'll be short, though. Probably maybe about 2-3 yards short. Be fourth and about 3 now. And with 4:59 left to go here in the first quarter, the Panthers got a decision time here. What do you do with it? Fourth and 3 here. What do they decide to do? And they're going to go right up the middle with the quarterback, and goodness gracious, he's got a first down and then some. Listen, they only needed 3 yards. They picked up 7. I'll take whatever. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right. Sorry, one of the great Miss Tia. Miss Tia of the Space Coast Panthers organization was coming up and checking up on us up here in the press box. So when I was saying thank you, here we go. Handoff, and what do you know? Look at that. He's got some moves. Race to the pylon. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Space Coast Panthers. And get the number on that young fella. He would turn towards me. believe that was number 5 on the carry. Number 5, that's Tajon Griffin. Tajon Griffin with an excellent, excellent run. And he'll get into the end zone. And now they're going to, the MYFC, is it still 2 for kicking? Okay, so they're going for the 2-point kick. Kick is up and good. So with 3:35 left to go here in the first quarter, the Panthers go up 8-0. South Lake Soldiers deep. Look, Space Coast did a good job eating up a lot of clock there. Again, 3:35 left to go. What was it? Was it Jace McGee? My apologies. If I saw the number wrong, I do apologize. If it was Jace McGee. I'd like to give a shout out to the Zone 6 Reapers for stepping up and being sponsors of the Brevard Sports Network. It's a deep kick. Not handled well by the Soldiers. The Soldiers will get taken down, and they'll begin their first drive, 1st and 10, just shy of the 25-yard line. Now we get a chance at this Soldiers offense here. There are many. I've heard many around today that say that they're rolling with the Panthers. I've seen some comments in the chat saying they're going to go with the Panthers for this game. So, but hey, you don't play a game on paper; you play it on the field, and anything can happen on any given day. I've seen some weird things on a youth football game. Quarterback is gonna keep it himself, and he'll get taken down just about the line of scrimmage. May have picked up a yard. That's number 7 on the carry. That's Sean Keeney. So Keeney, the quarterback, in the gun. Apologize for that. And he'll give off to the running back this time. Running back is trying to decide how to make a move, and he had 2 Panthers waiting on him. So that's number, I think, 24. Number 24 on the carry. That's Zayden Powell. Do not click on the links posted in our chat. They just want your credit card, money, and information. We don't. You're watching the game for free right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Powell, sidecar left on in the quarterback. And they'll give it to Powell. Powell around the right side. Powell will get hit about reaching the original line of scrimmage. Oh, no, that's close to a fourth down. Close to a first down. It's going to be fourth and very short. There's the I formation, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The Space Coast Panthers defense comes up big, and they'll take over with short field, 1st and 10, near the 32-yard line. Well, they give them forward progress to the 34. So 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. We'll get a chance to watch this Panthers offense. That was a good stop. Lined up I formation, came right through. Pow. And weird formation. There's a handoff right up the middle. Oh, that was window dressing for the running back. Bunch of window dressing to the outside, and the running back came right up the middle and said, go ahead and watch all that stuff. I'm just going to blow right through and pick up another Space Coast Panthers first down on first down. There's a snap, and it's given there. That's number 4. Number 4 trying to get to the outside. Oh, my goodness. Did you see that stiff arm? Number 4 reversing field, cuts up field. And he will be taken down. He ran about 35 yards, gave out a stiff arm. Number 4, his name is Darius Crumpton. Darius Crumpton. I mean, the stiff arm that he gave on that sideline was nasty. That will be the final play of the first quarter with your score, 8-0, as you see on the Uberzadi BSN scoreboard. All right, we are back here on the Brevard Sports Network, and the South Space Coast Panther. $8-0 in favor of the Panthers. Start of the second quarter. It's going to bring up second down and about 4. Sends a man in motion. Quarterback fakes the handoff. He's going to take it up. He's got a wide open seam. Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Space Coast Panthers. So now it looks like they're going to go for the point after here. QB does know what he's doing. Gave it to the deep back. Deep back makes a move. He's in. And it is now 15-0. Space Coast Panthers. And that was just. Yep. So now the Panthers are set to kick off here. And the Soldiers will have to fall on it. Yeah, no, you're right. The Panthers play calling has been pretty fantastic. I mean, look, their offensive linemen have been putting in work all day long at each level. At during the 8U game, there were several points where the offensive line was getting 5-6 yard pushes off the football. I mean, as a running back, that gives you can run all day there when your offensive line gives you that kind of push. Here come the Soldiers. Send a man in motion, and yeah, there's a penalty flag. False start on the defense. Got Scott Smith. How you doing, Coach Smith? It's been a minute. Oh, yeah. It's Youth Football Saturday, Championship Saturday here on the Brevard Sports Network. I'm doing the MYFC Conference Championships. Alan Slaughter-Zinski is doing the ACYAA Championship Super Bowls. And look at that. Boom, look at the Space Coast and they're gonna throw that flag late. And that's gonna be a face mask. It's going to be a face mask on the defense towards the end of the tackle. He was like reaching to secure his man to the ground, and he caught a handful of face masks. You got to call it. Look, it's a good call. Uh, Cocoa and Vero Beach, the two teams kind of dominating over in the ACYA Super Bowls today. Also got the Melbourne Elite Chargers. And another flag will stop this play. Offsides on the defense. And coach was not happy with it. And, yeah, nope. 8:25 left to go here in the second quarter. 10U action. South Lake Soldiers taking on the Space Coast Panthers. Number 33 in motion. And it won't be given to number 33. It'll be given to number, I believe that's 24. That's Trenton Slayton. And Slayton picks up a couple of yards there on the fake. Faked it there to number 33. Caleb Ramirez Little was the Coach Smith, you're hilarious. It's always good to see you on a youth broadcast. Pumps, fires, nearly caught and then nearly intercepted. Intended receiver was number 17, Princeton Parks. I'd like to thank Natwick Insurance for stepping up and being a sponsor and allowing Brevard Sports Network to come on out and do what we do every day. Brevard Sports Network is powered by some great sponsors. We have Natwick Insurance, we got Zone 6 Reapers, 7v7, and we have Uberzati. And we ask those that help and support the Brevard Sports Network, please support them. Sends number 4 in motion. Number 4 is going to give it off. Ball's on the ground. And it's recovered by the Space Coast Panthers. So it was a handoff first to number 4, Jaden Fox. And then I didn't see who the, I believe it was Zayden Powell who tried to hand it off to after that. And there was a miscommunication on the handoff. Ball hits the ground, and there's an injury on the play. We don't show injuries. And it was Powell. And Powell will be walking off under his own power. Caleb Brown here to bringing you all of today's action. We got this game, and then we got one more game. We got 12U action coming up after this game. The Okeechobee Bulls and the Space Coast Panthers. So far, the Panthers are sending 3 teams to the Super Bowl. There's a snap, and he gives it off. And look at all that running room. Goodness gracious, just following blockers. And I believe that was number 1 on the carry, Antonio Roberts. Play action, and the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Quarterback Look at that, slips through. The quarterback with his second touchdown of the day. Dun-dun-dun. But there was a flag on the play. So let's see what the call is. I guess there wasn't because they made no call. Yeah, that quarterback is on fire. All right, so touchdown is good. And they're going to go for one here. Currently your score is 21-0 with 6:32 left to go here in the second quarter. Quarterback gives it off to the running back. Running back fires. Is that a tackle pass? And it's caught. Touchdown, getting the big boys involved. I love it. I freaking love it. Handed it off to the running back. They drew up the defense and got one of the big guys involved, open in the end zone on a halfback pass. Listen, as a former offensive lineman, I will always over-celebrate when it comes to a lineman scoring like that. I don't care if it's a two-point conversion, safety, touchdown. I don't care what it is. That is awesome. Hey, look. Coach Smith, you're right. It is because I played line, and I will, yes. Because when one lineman does something great, every other lineman lives through him because we don't ever touch the ball unless you're the center. Still a great moment for that young man. And that will be taken at the 40, and he will just take the knee at the 40. So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. So number 7. Well, Coach Smith, good luck. That's awesome, and I really hope y'all make a really, really deep playoff run. You alone have given me you made a fan out of this Brevard County guy, and play being stopped due to flags and whistles. That's Sean Kine. Sean Kine is the quarterback for the Soldiers. Penalty was on the defense, so it's 2nd and 5. And some more stoppages. Timeout by Southlake Soldiers. Had a chance to see that 8U Deltona. I had a chance to see your squad play. I believe it was your squad that played Satellite. But even if I'm wrong in that metric, you've continuously showed up on youth broadcasts that I've done, and Coach Smith, it's always awesome to have you on, giving great insight and great commentary in the comments. And okay, it was. That's right. So. And look at that running back power through. That's Jaden Powell. Vieira. I knew it was one of our Brevard County teams that I cover for Pop Warner. Sends 33 in motion. And he's going to sling it out to another receiver. And great job there by the Panthers. It's going to be fourth down coming up for the Soldiers. Fourth and maybe 5. Stepping up, fires, and incomplete. Nearly had a nice completion ready. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Appreciate the kind words, sir. I really do. .413 left to go here in the second quarter. As you can see, Panthers up 22-0 up on the Brevard Sports Network Uber Zotti scoreboard. I'd like to welcome Coach Ray Kamika. Sends a man in motion. Give it off to the back, and he'll be caught right there. Great job. Number 11 there, the defensive end, stayed home, and therefore he makes the play. Christian Hypolite. Hypolite makes the tackle. Good job. Look, as a DN there, it's contained. He stayed home, waited for the running back to come to him, wrapped up, and allowed the rest of his guys to come help finish off the tackle. That's exactly how you coach it up, and I like it. Second and about 7 or 6. Quarterback scrambling. Goes behind the tent, makes a move, and is taken down. Third and 6 here for the Panthers. Inside plus territory. currently up 22-0 as we getting down here late into the second quarter. 2:38 left to go. Space Coast Panthers have taken three teams to the Super Bowl, looking to add number 4. And the quarterback keeps it himself, and a flag. Delay of game on the offense. So that'll back them up 5 yards, and that's going to make it a much longer third down conversion. It's now third and 13 here. Drops back. He's going to overthrows his receiver, and that's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Yeah, no, I agree. That's from a 10U perspective. They've come out in a different formation and been successful. We got some squads over here in Brevard County, both in and outside of Pop Warner. Play action, looking, pumps, and he's going to take off with it. He's got room to run. Look at him go. He's got a first down and more. This is going to be touchdown number 3. His hat trick touchdown. That's the quarterback. Touchdown number 3, the hat trick of the day. – 26. Oh, that's an 8, Caleb. Learn how to read. 28. Huh? and look, they're just like, yep, this is another day. Aiden. That's Aiden just doing what he does. Stops. The kick is up and good, and it's 30-0. So it's Aiden Brotherton. Aiden Brotherton. Yes, he is. Aiden Brotherton, quarterback of the 10U Space Coast Panthers. Has a hat trick on the day. Aiden Sandy. Haha. Aiden. Okay, so that's what I was being told earlier. I was just told Aiden Sandy is the younger brother of Zion Sandy, who plays here at Space Coast, who just happened to have won the SSAA Class 1A state championship. Look at that. Big brother wins a state championship the night before, and on the same field, his brother, the younger brother, is now trying to win a conference championship. That, you want to talk about a successful weekend for the Sandy family. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of partying going down, I think, tomorrow. So, I mean, you're celebrating your older brother winning a SSAA state championship Friday night. You win a conference championship Saturday. It's going to be a party in the Sandy neighborhood. And that ball taking a return to near the 47-yard line. And I do believe the clock's running. A minute 8 left to go in the second quarter. And here's Powell. Oh, my. And right there, what you saw right there, that's exactly how you teach that. All right, if he'll turn around, I want to give him his flowers. Number 54 for the Space Coast Panthers. That's Carson Carter. The way he played that is exactly how every coach teaches you to play that. Engage, engage, engage. The running back chooses to take the cutback lane, disengage, lower the shoulder, and unfortunately there's an injured player down. But every defensive coach teaches you to play that way. Engage, engage, force the back to cut inside, disengage, turn, lower the shoulder, get the head across. Player gets off and walks off under his own power. That was Powell. Under a minute left to go here in the first half. Cuts up, makes a man miss. And number 17 on the carry. That's Princeton Parks on the carry. Timeout taken by the Soldiers. 35 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. I'm going to take a break. I'd like to thank everyone who has stopped by the stream and hung out with me. Again, we do have one more game. We have a 12U game between the Okeechobee Bulls and the Space Coast Panthers. So the Panthers are going to be sending now 4 teams to the Super Bowl. That ties the league history record in sending. They sent 4 last year. They're going to be sending 4 this year to the Super Bowl. Can they break it with a 5th team going? Can 12U beat Okeechobee and become fires, and it's caught by number 10. That's Princeton Parks on the catch. And, yeah. Look, I'll say this. This Space Coast program has been really trying to grow itself and truly make its mark here in the county. And the work of the board members have done to rebuild and rebrand. I think there was a big rebranding that has happened with the Space Coast Panthers, and truly just focusing more on the kids, player development, coaching, and you're seeing it. Right now you are seeing it in how these games are going. Drop back to pass, fires, it's caught. What a catch there. It's 33, that'll stop the clock. They stop it. Caleb Ramirez Little and the Soldiers are trying. They stop the clock, timeout, Space Coast. .21 seconds left to go in the second quarter. So here they come. Number 7, Kine. Kine drops back, fires again, and this time he overshoots everybody on the field. His intended receiver was Blake Mason. I thank Natwick Insurance, Zone 6, and Uberzati for all of their partnerships. Kine rolling, fires. He's got a man. Did he come down with that? Incomplete, they're saying. He almost made that completion. That would have been a fantastic play, considering he had to battle the defender. On top of that, he took a shot when that ball came to his chest. That'll stop the clock with 9 seconds left to go in the half. Watching from California, go Aiden Lewis, number 2, the Soldiers. Pop is watching. Steps, fires, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, nearly intercepted. But that should be. No, that still 2 seconds left on the clock. But so 4th down here. Al Montanez. Well, we're glad you could watch your watch Aiden. Play action. Final play. Nearly had the one-handed reception, incomplete. And the Space Coast Panthers are leading 30-0. We'll be back for second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, we are back here for second half action as the teams just kind of venture out onto the field. So, second half will be a running clock as it's over 28 points. So, the Space Coast Panthers will be sending 4 teams as of right now to the Super Bowl. Can they make it 5 with the 12U game? As we're just waiting for. Thank you, Mr. Montanez. I'm glad the stream is coming in nice and clear, and again, I'm happy that we're able to let you watch your grandson from all the way out in California. Messages like that are make what we do worth it when we're able to see grandpas, grandmas, aunts, uncles from at one point halfway across the world being able to watch their student athlete perform. So, greatly appreciate that. And look, credit to the Soldiers, one, to make it to this point. Because, again, there are 2 teams in your conference that make it to this point. So, sometimes, sometimes your season ends on a win because you've made it that far. And sometimes, unfortunately, the season ends in a loss. But the Soldiers have shown great fight. They've not given up at all. Huh? Huh?
Somebody said the roster, the names were wrong or something.
I mean,
Let me see for the Panthers.
yeah, no.
This one.
Yeah. Tanya's the one who gave him to me, so. Hey, look. Football's a game of emotion. And the South Lake coach is having a long word with the White Hat, which is what we've been waiting on. Your first year as an organization for South Lake Soldiers Youth Sports, we are, and that's exactly the mentality you have. A first year program making it to the conference championship. Oh, that sets the standard. That says this is the standard. There's number 14 who gets wrapped up. Colton Murphy. Ow. Colton Murphy on the return, and he'll be taken down fairly soon. Sends a man in motion. Number 10 takes the handoff. Number 10 tries to get outside and just not able to get much of anything as the defensive end was waiting there for him. Taken down. It'll be second down and 14 now for the Soldiers. And there's Powell again. Powell still running hard. Zayden Powell doing a nice job carrying the rock. Pass, and it's caught. There's number 4 trying to get around the outside. Number 4 catches the reception. That's Jaden Fox. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 4th and 6. Play action fires over the middle, and it's intercepted. Panthers defense getting in their work today as they go up there and collect the interception. 7:49. Gotcha. And look at that, still making people miss. Look at that, slipping and sliding. Finally brought down. That's number 5 on the carry. It's Tajon Griffin for the Panthers. Fakes the toss, and he gives to the first back through. Wow. Slips a tackle, and then he took a shot. That was number 23 that came up and laid the hit. That was Rocco Scaraghi. There's the handoff and trying to stretch it to the outside. Oh, look at that. Spun off of a tackle, tried to get more yards, spinning back inside, and finally brought down. Coming up next, we have 12U action, the final game of the day here on the Brevard Sports Network. As again, the Space Coast Panthers have now sent sending 4 teams to the Super Bowl, and the next one could be number 5. They sent 4 teams. Really? Oh. It's the handoff and .437 left to go here in the third quarter. Coming up next again will be the 12U game. There's the handoff. Cuts upfield and brought down. Running back will lose about 3 yards on the play. And I believe a timeout's been called with 3:33 left to go. Here in the third quarter, as Southlake called the timeout. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Send a man in motion. Sandy rolling. Sandy fires. Nearly caught, then nearly intercepted. That'll bring up 4th down here for the Panthers. .327 left to go. And I thank Orange Pest Control for sponsoring and being a partner with the Brevard Sports Network. Like to thank Zone 6 Natwick Insurance, Uber Zotti. 4th down. Swings it out to the running back, and that'll be incomplete. Turnover on downs. .327 left to go. Pass completed. And that'll be enough for a Soldiers 1st down. Coming up on 3 minutes left. Drop back to pass. Fires. It's caught. Great reception. Great concentration on the catch there. Number 10, Princeton Parks. And it's 2nd and short now. That was, again, a great drop back, pitch and catch, throw it to your receiver. There's a snap, and he's going to, no, he fakes it. Fires. Kine caught. And what a nice reception there on the sideline. And you start to maybe wonder, where was this during the first half? Number 4 was on that reception. It's Jaden Fox. Yeah, you sit and look at this now. Now you could say, oh, well, Caleb, look at the defense that's being played. And to that I might give you, but they didn't seem to have much of a pass game in that first half. Consistent, at least. And now they're hand out to Powell. Powell with a spin move. And Powell taken down to the 32-yard line. And that's going to be Powell on the ground. And I'm going to turn the camera away. One minute left to go here in the third quarter. There, there are some rules amongst some leagues that I question. That is one of them. So the coach has to agree. We're not allowed to start a running clock till the fourth quarter. Okay. Gotcha. There's the play action and there's a slide. So for the MYFC, their running clock rule is the clock is not doesn't start till the fourth quarter unless coach says start it earlier at like at the start of the second half. Okay, that's an interesting rule, and I will leave it at interesting. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. We are headed to the fourth quarter where now the running clock will start. As the 14U Panthers go marching across through the admiration of their fans. As they head in for book check. Again, coming up next, we have 12U action between the Okeechobee Bulls and the Space Coast Panthers. Space Coast Panthers trying sends a man in motion. Now he's going to give it off there. Nice handoff. Spin move, and number 17 with a nice little run there. That's Princeton Parks again. He's had a decent day. He's had a few receptions. A couple little handoffs there. And they're going to hand it back off to Parks, and Parks will be dropped in the backfield. Not gonna lie, that doesn't look like a big roster for Okeechobee. So I'm looking at Okeechobee, and I think I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I count 15 players for Okeechobee coming up in the 12U. But that's who we'll see in the 12U. They'll take on the Space Coast Panthers. Timeout called by the Space Coast Panthers with 7:51 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Way to go, Carson Carter from the Space Coast Panthers. From Jeannie Pulley Swiley. Oh, beautiful pass and incomplete. Overthrew his receiver, but he had it in a nice spot there. Jaden Fox. And look again. As I just found out, Southlake, this is their first year as an organization. To have a team make it to a conference championship is awesome. That's exactly the kind of standard you want to set for your program. Let's go, Landon Springer. From Megan Nicole McDonnell. Number 22. Landon Springer of the Space Coast Panthers. And another timeout has been called with 7:02 left to go. Coach is using timeouts here in the fourth quarter. Drops back to pass. Fires, and it's completed. Number 33 on the completion. That's Caleb Ramirez Little on the reception. It'll be a turnover on downs. Yeah. And now the clock is back to running, coming up on 6 minutes left to go here in the quarter. And I hope all the coaches have used all their timeouts. Sends a man in motion. Give it off to number 7. Number 7 cuts right up through the hole. The stiff arm. Turns the corner. Another stiff arm and finally pushed out of bounds. That's Jace McGee. Jace McGee with a nice run there. Shout out to your son, shout out to your soldiers for getting it right. Exactly. For getting this, we build upon each season. Absolutely. And Mike, let me make sure. Michael Garland. That's the mentality you have as a winning organization. You say this is your first season, and you build upon this. You tell yourselves this is the standard we want to hold ourselves to of making it to conference championships, and then building upon that. Oh, wow. Sandy with a pass there. That's to number 1, Antonio Roberts. You know, for those who missed it earlier, Aiden Sandy, the quarterback of the Space Coast Panthers, his brother, Zion Sandy, won a Class 1A an SSA a Class 1A state championship with the Space Coast Vipers last night here on this field. And so now Aiden Sandy will be receiving hardware and winning a conference championship on the same field his brother won a state title on. And look at that again. Oh, my goodness. He's got all sorts of room. Dished out there's another stiff arm. That'll be enough for a Space Coast Panther first down. 3.5 minutes left to go. That was a great catch, yes, by AJ. So the Panthers sending confirmed 4 teams to the Super Bowl. Can they make it a 5th? There's the handoff, and there he goes again. Number 7, goodbye. They calling him down at the 1. That's Jace McGee again with another amazing run. All right. I mean, look, Jace McGee got you here. Let Jace McGee get in the end zone. he got you down here to this point. He should have had a touchdown last play. You give it to him again. I think so. 54, no. They gave it to him. 54 puts it in the end zone. That's Carson Carter getting in the end zone for the Space Coast Panther touchdown. As they now set up for the 2-point kick with 1 minute 30 left to go in the game. And that one is no good. (36-0), and theoretically that should be the final play. That should be the final play of this game. There is 55 seconds left to go. I mean, look, you're the Space Coast Panthers. You take the penalty if the refs are going to throw the penalty. There's now 40 seconds. Come on. Exactly. Look, keep the heads up. Exactly, and look, to all Soldier fans and parents out there, again, remind the kids, don't hang their heads. First year program, making it to a conference champion, you then become the not trendsetters, standard bearers. You set the standard of what you want to hold your organization to. You want to hold your organization to making it to a hardware game. And this will be the final play of the game. And to the Soldiers organization, congratulations on making it. And you know what? You take this and it's a learning experience, and hopefully you let this hunger burn in your stomach to become better in the offseason. But with that being said, the final score, the Space Coast Panthers 36, South Lake 0. We'll be back with 12U right here on the Brevard Sports Network.